Heyo everybody, it is Voltage and we are back with another Dragon Ball Super card game video showing off your boy Vegeta Mini from Daima. Now I gotta quickly touch on this. The last video I did was a rant on the set 6, and if you didn't see that, maybe click the card at the top of your screen to see how I'm feeling about this set as a whole. Well, I've seen a lot of opinions start to settle. We've had a lot of confusion, a lot of waiting on tournaments, a lot of tier lists, a lot of opinions. And now that I'm seeing the dust settle, I need to admit something. I was wrong. This set is even worse than I thought. I had a couple of people defend it, and I don't hate on that. Everyone's free to their own opinion. That's totally valid. But I personally think now seeing that pretty much the only even semi-competitive new leader is Broly, and he's not even that good. When you compare the meta of the anniversary to now, it is like night and day. And Boo was bad, like late half anniversary, but this is rough. So there's not really that many teams I want to showcase. I don't really feel like doing a Boo video again. I don't feel like doing high school video again, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I don't really feel like doing that. But there are a couple of middle teams which are kind of raising their head a bit and are like, hey, you know, this is at least fairly competitive. But I'll tell you right now, they are all old leaders, some of them, though, who have never really shined. That first example being Vegeta Mini, perhaps the best thing to kind of set 6, in my opinion. This guy, when he dropped, was pretty much just buns, especially compared to the Goku who was with him. He was just worse, flat out, than the Goku was, and he was not getting any usage. Now, though, he's gotten some cards that really have kind of ramped him up. So I was using him myself. I mentioned this in the rant video. I was actually using him myself and trying him out against several teams in ranked, just do a little bit of grinding. I am gold 5. I've barely been touching this ranked season, I'm not gonna lie, but he was kind of impressing me, and I didn't really have a tournament level team. He did get some usage in tournaments, so I'm gonna give him a tournament level team. I'm gonna revise him real quick, and we're gonna dive in and do a showcase, see if he's actually that good. Also, if you enjoy this, consider sticking around because I will be showing off the event match. It expires in 3 days. I need to do this leader limited battle. I have heard though that it's incredibly toxic. And it's dominated by the green androids. So we'll see what happens when I get there, but I will be doing that as well as some more leaders, so consider sticking around if you enjoy this one. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the first match. So the general take on Vegeta is that he is a contender, but he does need a way to go to the next level. And I've kind of seen that in my own experience, but it has been a little bit, so let's really see what he can do. We're fighting Vegito. Nice to fight something new and original, although it's a shame Vegito isn't really a top team right now. I will actually keep this. Yeah. It was a little contentious, but I do think I'm going to keep it. The Videl's a little early is fine or whatever, but they add some pressure and they can make them... Yeah, they add pressure from being able to attack at 20, and he's going to want to go for them. Perfect. And peel off this early is going to be nice. So we can go ahead and get rid of the Goku for now. Alright, I actually don't need to play anything right here. It would be kind of a waste, so I will just not do so. Unfortunately, yeah, both of those cards are kind of... want to go second, and we started first, so it's a little tough. What do you got, Vegito? My guess on playstyles, we kind of do want to rush. Focus on getting him out of the way quick. So that's the best we can do. He needs time to actually build himself up. So we'll see what happens. I'll let him attack us, though. Fine with this draw. Thank you. That would have been great a second ago. Okay, we can just do Giran and Trunks. Give me something I can get rid of. Oh, well, I don't want to send either of these to energy because I got so few, so I actually have to get rid of one Videl, unfortunately. But I have 4, so we'll be okay. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and play Giran. Get rid of the Trunks. Then we will go ahead and attack ourselves. Nice pull right there. Save him for later. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and send in Trunks. Yes. You have to play the Trunks. Okay. And we'll end our turn there. Zeno can probably go this early. I like having him in the back, but probably not worth holding. He's thinking. He's thinking. Okay, give him a second. So looking at this guy, I mean, he's probably one of the best things, the best thing to have happened on this deck. Either the 4 cost or the 5 cost new one. He's really good for boosting Vegeta Mini, which I do think was smart. If they did more like this for boosting those lesser leaders, we'd see a better meta right now. But you also need counters to the people at the top, right? Which I feel like is what we're lacking the most of. But this guy's pretty good. He will reduce their cost by 3, so pretty much any 4 cost on same turn as him, and gets rid of one of those when attacking. On top of that, Vegeta also can get rid of another, so he's really good at the era he comes out, and honestly, the second you hit 4, you probably don't want to play him, as long as you have a card on the other team worth getting rid of. He counters anything that's 5 or higher, so he is just really good, as long as you have the chance to get it out. This guy's thinking a little bit long and hard. I'm not going to say it's a little early in the game to be thinking that deep, isn't it? Okay. Attacking us. I'm filing this rock again. Honestly, Awakening with Vegeta really is not a bad thing early because he has more help. His ability gets more value at that point without needing the other cards. Okay, goes to this 2 cost. And he's going to start getting rid of those cards. I'll eat the hit again. Cool. Oh, wow. Well, if I had another Girin, which I'm about to draw right now, Heart of the Cards, that would have been great. No. Although I do have Vegito right here, which I think can get rid of that card. Hold on, let me make sure. If any of your cards just cost about area your opponent's battle card by 1, and then choose 1 card with cost of 1 or less, place it on its deck. Fortunately, we've got 10 cards right now, so I actually don't have a way to really make that work. Get rid of Zeno this early. We got to get rid of 2 cards to make this happen. And I need to play him, so I'm probably going to get rid of Mai and Pilaf on an attack right now. Then play Vegito and get rid of that guy, because he does it on attacking, and then we have Vegito out as well. So let's... Actually, I really only need to get rid of 1, because I'll have 7 when I play Vegito, so we can just get rid of Pilaf. We will... And you know what we can do, actually? Why don't we just pressure that card, and then use Pilaf. And actually, now I have the Mai combo, so I actually don't have to do that like I originally intended, but it's okay. I have Videl to get it back. He does save them. Is Vegito still worth playing here, though? Probably. It's just going to be stronger. So let's... unfortunately, now I forgot that drew me a card. So you know what we can do? Yikes. I guess I'll have Girin attack the leader. I don't mind the Girin going down so I can pull him back. And then, again, we are going to use Vegito, so I'll get rid of my... Could also do this. Use one of your opponent's cards, get 20,000, and then a card or 2 or less turn to hand. But I want to get rid of it. Vegito puts it in the deck, right? Yeah, place in the deck. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll use my... Let it rock. And then I'll have enough. And then we go with 3 cost Vegito. Reduce him by 1, and then get rid of him. Okay, and then this would awaken him, which I'm kind of worried about because I don't have a way to awaken us right now, so I'm not going to attack him. I'll end the turn there. He's probably going to awaken himself, but he could avoid hitting me, though. But at least I have to make him play a card to awaken himself, so yeah, I'll end it there. Let him do it. I don't currently have one to get rid of. If he plays anything good, though, I do have the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta next turn. If not, I can probably do Videl in the 1 cost. Or Videl and one of my effects. So we'll figure it out. He's probably going to take out Girin. He knows I just stalled awakening him, which was, you know, I usually call that cheesy, and it is. So we'll see if he returns it with cheese, but I initiated, so it's well-deserved if he does. Well-deserved. We'll go man for man on it. He takes some time to think, so let's give him a second. He decides to play another one of those Vegetas, which I believe does take away some of his life, right? Yeah. Okay, that's probably his optimal setup right there. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good way to get rid of him right now. And see, as I suspected, he goes for him here. I'm going to let that rock. There's Girin. I mean, he's going to go for me now, unless he just doesn't, because otherwise what's the point of playing the card, right? And he actually didn't take the life either. Oh, no, it's when attacking. Sorry, he doesn't when attacking. So, is he really just not going to do so? No, he goes for it. Just take the life. He does. Okay, goes for the awakening. Gets rid of his secret rare right there, I just saw. Good luck for us. And we definitely take the hit to awaken ourselves, too. Bringing out our secret rare for later. Same card. Love this art. It is one of the best secret rare arts in the game, in my opinion. And he does dump the 10 and awaken, but he's still not where he needs to be. He needs to be at 20 for his big stuff. So as it stands right now, he's not good enough yet, but he will be soon, especially if that Vegeta doesn't get KO'd now. And either way, I mean, he could just combo 2 cards at this point and really get up there, so. We should still prioritize defeating the leader, because defensively, that's where this team can be lacking a little bit. He doesn't do anything else. Yep, he's done. Zeno, at this point, I kind of do want to save. So, what's our play this turn? Do I just get Vegeta out there? I think I do. So right now, we give up Giran. Yeah, I think we get Vegeta out there now. Could have done this and go back to the hand, which is fine. Could also clear. I want to set there for something bigger, though. You still draw when you awaken, so no point in waiting on that. Let's go ahead and flip. Just to power up, unfortunately. I wish they'd at least given them Super Saiyan for these first cards. I think it would have been pretty useful, but or pretty cool, but it's okay. Did not mean to click that. Skill only works on a 1. You choose 1 card with 1 cost. We don't need that right now, so we can just go ahead and attack the leader. Attack? I don't know what I'm talking about. Ah, this guy too. Yes, a great 5. He will get 3 cards drawn. Choose 1 card in the battle area and reduce its cost by 5, which also allows us to get rid of it pretty easy. These 2 together is the combo. It's the dream. So, okay. Then we'll go ahead and play or use Vegito for an attack as well. Want to keep that pressure up. He is playing defensive now, and it is letting him get those cards to where he needs. Makes sense why he's doing so. Then Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta Mini. Perfect. And then when attacking, we can get rid of that card. Go ahead and attack. Goodbye. And more pressure. Looking good. Okay. Only thing I want to let rock this turn is going to be his 20,000 or his 40,000 hit. I'm going to let that rock. I'll try and block whatever else comes out. Again, we do kind of need to push this toward a victory at this point, but we're kind of really safe to do that after I drop Vegeta, the base one, the 5 cost. We're in a bit of a better spot to do that. The 3 cards plus having them both out together is going to be very nice. So that does mean we probably do want to protect Super Saiyan 3, and if he goes for him, I'll probably even super combo. Then Vegito Blue plus like a Trunks next turn. After that could be good. And if he somehow clears us, which he could do with Zeno soon, we have a Zeno in return. And we have the super combo. We have a few ways of like bouncing back, but for now, let's keep that. He does decide to draw 2 cards and then discard 2. I guess that's for getting Vegito over that limit. I don't know why you wouldn't just... Well, maybe he had some trash in his hand. Okay, he goes for me, so I'm actually fine with that. I will let that rock. Is he running Spirit Bomb? It looks like it. I predict Spirit Bomb. Yeah, he's running CU. He's trying to go for a Spirit Bomb play soon. But he can't do it this turn. He must be missing the cards. That's why he had Pan dig for it, because his whole like big thing is going to be dropping that Spirit Bomb. I don't know why he was debating putting something on that, but I'm letting it rock. Yep. Okay. Not the most useful of cards, but we'll take it. Now what, buddy? He's trying to get that set up, which gives me some time, but I definitely want to get those zeros on the field. Plays the 4-cost Vegito. He's going to return the Super Saiyan 3 to my hand. Is that the smartest thing to do, though? He actually probably should get rid of the 3-cost Vegito, right? Because if he returns the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta to my hand, it'll slow me down, but I'll just be able to play him and then get rid of his Vegito. So, up to him. He's still thinking about it, though. Okay. He does do Vegeta. I'm not sure he thought that through all the way. Not positive he did. Question is, do I use... Okay, and then here's an issue, though. When he's out here, and he's really pressuring. When he is out here, you cannot use 3 or more. You can't attack with 3 or less. But, again, I think that was bad on him because I can just replay Vegito. And what's he do on play? He chooses a card. Yeah, so I kind of want to just get rid of him. Question is, do I let this rock? He's setting me up for Spirit Bomb to rock me. But I may as well just save my energy for the defense next turn. Save my ability. Okay, not great. Oof. Not a hefty lineup here. What do I want to go for? Oh, Vegito. It's not your time in the sun yet, though. Let's get rid of one of these zeros. I guess Videl's going to go for now. I do have another one, but she can go for the moment. Now, what do we play? I've got 12, so you're not the question. You are not quite what I want yet either. I think I just replay Super Saiyan 3, which will reduce the cost by 3, and then let me attack and get rid of the Vegito. It will go to the bottom of the deck, so we'll get rid of that, and then these two can fight. And then I guess I also use a draw this turn. It's probably for the best. Yeah. So let's do that first. And wait. It's 3 or less on him, right? 3 or less. Yes. Okay, that's why he got rid of it. But again, did you not see what Vegeta did? You would have been better off just leaving him there, because then I might not be able to get rid of you. So kind of foolish. Let's do this. Goodbye. And go for it. But I still can't have them attack for the turn, but it does mean he can't keep looping it. He lets it rock. All right, we need a draw. Perfect. He blocks it. Then we draw again. Okay, 10 is good. A super combo would have been legendary right there. 10 is good. And now we deal with the pressure of this turn. I imagine he's going to go with everything for the KO here. I see that happening. So let's just try and survive is the goal. I will go down to 1 off the first 40. And then I'm going to play defense after that. He doesn't have that many cards. He's got 9. I've got 12. So we will eat this first one. Not to mention the ones I have on the field too. If he is going Spirit Bomb, this is bait. He also could play the Secret Rare Vegito. But if that happens, I can hopefully defend. No, he only has 5. He does not have 6 energy this turn. So, if it's Spirit Bomb, that was just bait. Spirit Bomb's a double strike anyway. So, I was fine eating that to have more defense for it. I've used Vegito a lot, so I am pretty interested with the deck. Not in its current stage. It has had some changes. I've seen a couple of surprises, but I do know the play pretty well. So, let's see it. He instead goes for Pilafs. He's going for a defensive turn next turn. He doesn't even have 7 or less. So he messed up there a little bit. Okay, then goes Pan. I think he's trying to set himself up. Or did he still not get Spirit Bomb? Does he just not have Spirit Bomb? Oh, okay. That is something. Okay, what is he going to go over with the last 3 energy, though? He used an effect? Sinister Sickle to get 2 or less out of the way. Makes sense. Okay, so he did just go a defensive turn. He doesn't have what he's looking for. Funny, I pulled another one. We still want to save defensively in case it doesn't work, but we want to go for the KO here, which means we want this guy. And then we can get rid of some cards or whatever. He can attack twice at 40. I think we put everything on the KO here on him. I think so. We need to get rid of a card we don't really need that much right now, though, which is probably a 0. I kind of don't want to get rid of that guy, though. I guess I get rid of a Sickle. I hate to do it, but I guess so. This is actually about on my turn, though. No, actually, maybe I get rid of this card because I'm not using it this turn. If I had enough cards dumped, I could do Vegito's 2 30s with 7. And do this as well, but I feel like that's not as worth it just going with Super Vegeta right here. So, let's get rid of him. Alright, and then we will attack. And I am going to pressure him by using both of these guys. He should want to maybe use 2 cards on his field. Or he does. Okay, makes sense. He's got 6 cards to go. Let's try and make this happen. The next play, Super Vegito. All right. So we've got 13 cards to work with, a few 10s, a few pressures. So let's do it. Attack. And we're gonna throw 10. Zeno 2. Make it a 60. Maybe I should do 2 more. Yeah, you know what? 2 more. 70. What's he got? He has an effect card, so he does believe he can block this. How many of these does he have? Savior of the World. $10. 75. He's got 2 right there. Okay. Okay, so now the good news is we don't need to risk everything. We still got our 2 super combos. We still got a few 5s. We don't need to risk everything on this. Vegeto's a 0, though, so we will still attack once. Actually, are we better off just not attacking him again? Because it would stop him from having a draw, but also gets him pretty much in KO zone next turn. No, I think we do attack. Save our stuff, though. He does want it. Now, he probably wins still if he draws Spirit Bomb here. If he gets the Spirit Bomb combo still going, he probably wins. He could also play his own Vegito, which we'd have some trouble defending. All right, so we will use a super combo and a 5 for this. He could still win with a lucky draw. I forgot about Savior of the World a little bit, but he didn't even have that many of them. He just had 1 plus enough super combos for draining. He has his own Vegito. Okay. But he doesn't have as much pressure. Problem is, though, that extra spare where we had it was tough. Goes for a 45. Okay. Well, we can do 45 and then 2 10s. Unfortunately, though, we lost. Definitely. We lost. Unfortunate, but that's Vegito for a Vegito. Going first is really what hurt us the most there. Because one of the strongest criticisms on Vegeta Mini is that he is a reactionary deck. There's proactive decks and there's decks that react. Unfortunately, what Vegito does is react. Or what Vegeta does is react. It's hard to get that proactive ground. So we weren't able to make the most of it the way that we wanted to get that win. Vegito, on the other hand, is a proactive deck. Someone else, like, say, Super Buu, is also a proactive deck. Vegeta needs early game control, and a lot of the time, though, those matchups are against Buu Saga or against Super Buu to try to have that. I've heard the most common critique with Vegeta is his end game. And I see it. It can be tough to really lock it in the end game like that. So, with that being said, that's a little tough on him, but that wasn't a meta team. I mean, having a bad matchup against Vegito is okay, because Vegito isn't really that good in this current meta against the top team. So, what about a team that's currently ranked pretty high? Is Vegeta cooked? Can he compete with other people on his level? Does he have an advantage over people a little bit below him? Let's see. But if you enjoyed the first match, consider subscribing. Join the Voltage crew. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get in. Let's try this one more time. Match 2. What are we up against? This guy's in gold too, okay. Playing a good bit. Makes sense. Jiren. Now, this is actually a pretty good fight. Jiren is supposed to be, in general, considered lower than Vegeta, but still relevant enough, although he has certainly had a fall from grace since last season, man. He has had a fall from grace since where he was sitting before. I love Jiren. You know, he's like one of my favorite teams of all time in this game, if not the #1. Actually, we'll get rid of the second Videl here. It's a shame what happened to him. It's a shame. But he is still barely clinging irrelevant, so can he still take down Vegeta, or can we get a win on Vegeta this time? We will see. Personally, I see why Vegeta is good, and I've tried him. Again, he was one of the only leaders I tried off camera first a little bit. But I don't know. In a way, I feel like maybe it's the play style of his deck, but I haven't really been liking it that much. Not that I'm saying it's bad. It's just not my play style of a deck that I enjoy as much as others. We'll have to get rid of one of these. So it's a shame. But it's cool still. Videl, you're just gonna add a card up, so you know what we'll do? We will just do this. And just get rid of Trunks here. He lets it rock. And then Videl comes out. And then she'll attack. And just get me the drawback. Okay, and that'll be our turn. Vegito is looking like a solid next pick. Yeah. He is looking like a solid next pick. We also did not go second again, by the way. I should say that. We did not go second. Okay, I see. Even if I block it, he'll just use the Piccolo or the guy over there, so I'm good. That's just a rest in peace for her. Yikes. I don't want to get rid of a Vegeta because he's really that good. I don't want to get rid of 2 Zenos either, though. I guess I have to get rid of Trunks for right now. I do have one more, but oh gosh. No, I think I just get rid of a draw. Just one of them. I really just don't feel comfortable doing that. Let's go ahead and play Vegito first. Yep, and then we'll get rid of you because you're worth 10k. Then we'll go ahead and attack with ourself. Draw a super combo, that's great. He blocks one of those hits. And we can have Vegito attack. Now, Jiren's going to be a tough matchup for us because he's a 25k leader. It ain't going to be easy to damage this guy, but we'll see what happens. Now, the game is ramping up pretty quickly, pretty smoothly. Nothing too complicated on either of our sides, and neither of us are taking forever to think about it either, so let's see. Unfortunately, I feel that Vegeta does not get the same level of ramp that Jiren does late game. I really shouldn't do another Jiren video. Jiren is my most popular Dragon Ball Super card game video, though, ever. One of his videos. I shouldn't, even though he is one of my favorites, do another one of him. I'm running out of thumbnails for the guy, but maybe. Maybe I will. We'll see. Oh, I was just hyping this guy up saying it was taking too long to think, but he might need a moment. So let's give him some time to think out this next play. I would bet he's debating between dropping the 4-cost Jiren to just get it out the way now, even with the extra, or just drop a 3 and let things keep moving. Maybe a 3 that would counter, or a 3 or less, which would counter my Vegito on the field. Which he does do. Is he going to go? He's probably not going to go for the KO, though, right? Is he going to go for the discard, too, this early? He's not. Okay, well, that helps us. We're back in a similar field. I was wondering if he was going to keep us, like, high on purpose. But he does double KO himself and Vegeta. Wow. I'm a little surprised by that. Oh, nice. Given he has nothing on the field right now, I actually don't want to play a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, because he's going to not really get his ability off. So what we can do is set up another Videl and then the little cards. I hate to do it, but I think I need to give him another draw. I think so. Give one up. And then I need to get rid of a couple of cards too. So we will attack. Nice. I guess I'll dump one of the draws in the peel-off. I can just get the draw. Well, damn. I can get those 2 back, but... Or I could use this for an extra hit. But it's not going to matter. He's going to let it rock. So we need to get rid of 3 cards total to have Videl then play. But not all on this attack. Damn, I don't even know, dude, actually. Get rid of Trunks and peel off. And then I do have to get rid of one more. Oh, yikes. Ah, hell, whatever. I can just get this card back. Just do it. Wonder if he'll fall for the bait. Because you know how I can get it back? What's this? He lets it rock, yeah. I wish he was already awakened when I did this, but it's okay. Alright, then we play Videl. Then we attack again. Give me back Pilaf. And attack. He does block this one, huh? Doesn't want to awaken yet, I guess. Alright. Then we play Peel Off. And then I can get back the Final Hope Slash. And there we go. Sure. Okay, that somewhat worked out. We only have high cost now, but this guy is pretty good. This is going to be really nice, because during this turn, next time I use a non-field extra with an original cost of 2 or less. I'd having this skill, I get that one again, so he's going to let me use this. You need 6 to make that work, but if I have 6 energy, he's going to do kind of crazy. And that's on place. I actually kind of want to wait for him. We'll take this to awaken. Okay. Not too sure what next turn. I need him to play something I can get rid of with Super Saiyan 4. That's what I need. And this, I will say though, what this team does is a counter to the Jiren deck, especially for getting rid of that 4-cost Jiren. Instead, he goes for this one, gets rid of Videl. Okay. He is obsessed with that. I can get rid of that card next turn though. We can flip. Do I let this 30k rock, though? Part of me feels like I really shouldn't. I can do a 10 peel off, but I can't get him back easy. But he's going to get rid of it. So I guess I do... this? Do I want to get rid of Vegito? I only got one more of him, so probably not. We'll just do a Garen. You done? Okay. Again... here's an issue I just talked about. Reactionary. That's an issue. Oof. Man. What do I get rid of here? I guess I have to get rid of one of the Vegetas. I have 4. I guess I have to get rid of one of him now. Should have done that last turn at this rate, but... alright, and then we are awakened, so let's go ahead and attack Jiren to get him up. Get him to awaken. But, like I said, reactionary. Most of my abilities work on reacting to what the enemy does. So, if he hasn't done anything, I can't react that well. And most of my cards aren't initiating. So, he does give up a card, but takes the hit? Why? That was a mix. Okay. And then I don't have a 1 I can actually play right now. So, we will do... this, because next turn I could do Goku if I wanted. It's gonna be pretty nasty. Alright, reduce it by... oh, it's by 3. Oh, not by... I thought it was by 4. Oh, interesting. Because then I can only do that. Choose one card with cost of 1 or less. Oops. That was a mistake. I kind of could use Trunks here. But... depends on what I go for next turn. Had to return him to hand, and his ability is on play. Hell, I'm gonna just leave him to pressure. That was a slight mistake. I thought he lowered by 4. He lowered by 3. It's 3 and 5. There is no 4. That gets me a little bit. But okay. It's fine. He can choose whether to go for him or not. Again, I do think that this next turn is going to be good. But I have to get rid of the cards there to actually do that, so maybe not. Because Jiren is actually not as susceptible to Double Strike. There's the Awakening. Wait, I just realized, hold on, he wasn't awakened when he just did that? He used a super combo? Yeah, he did. To get that extra draw. Okay. I'll let it rock. I don't have that many good cards for defense right now. Still didn't get one. Okay. You're going to go 30. Do I use a super combo there? I guess I have to. Oh, which I hate to do that because he's got 11 cards right now. It's not that big of a difference, though. We need some serious pressure. At least Vegeta and my Vegeta can do their thing together this turn. In other words, 6. Who is he playing? If he plays the 4-cost Jiren, I can go for something else. He's not at 6 yet. I could also use that 3. This, he chooses 1 card, though. Okay. Well, now I have to let this rock. Okay. This is a pain in the ass. Vegito, you choose 1 of 5 left to turn a hand. Again, not quite what I want. I think I just Zeno. And get rid of them both. Set up for the next turn. Get rid of this guy. Alright, we will pressure with one of these. He's probably going to block. He does. And then we Zeno. Unfortunately, it's going to be hard to get an opening, but we'll figure it out, and then we won't attack with Zeno. No. Next turn, damn, dude, I'm at a loss. Real talk. I get some of these secret rares out of my hand, though. Vegito would be good. Dispo? What does he do? I've never seen this card. And Topo? When you take damage, he gets 10,000 for the turn. Topo, you take a damage, you lose Awaken, add top card to life on play. Okay. They're just a strong force. They'll work with this guy. And then they buff each other. Wow, I've never seen this. So this is new, huh? This must be from this set. Does it say on the card? It does not say which pack they came out. Oh, yes, it does. FBO 4. No, it's FBO 4, huh? I've never actually seen this combo be used. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of that. Okay, we need a 10 right here to block, which we don't really have. But however, we got 2 30s coming in. So I really do need to block this. I guess Zeno can go. Do we lose again, though? Probably. Now we don't have the reactions we need to cook. We do not currently have that. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm going to have to let one rock block the next. Is he going to put everything on that last hit? He might. He doesn't. He needs a card of 30,000 power or more. So, again, they're both protecting him. Oh, but what I can do, I can get rid of them both, I guess. And I have 1 cost left. Damn, Vegeta. I still want you. I still want you. I guess Vegito's one that has to go. Alright, let's do this. Well, first we'll attack again. Marin's, you have a 7 for your card's top card and add it to top or bottom and then draw. I do not have that little, so sorry, Marin, but you can go. Well, you know what I can do? I can actually do this Vegeta plus one of these cards, because I have 7. So play him, reduce it by 3, and then get rid of one of them. And then I can use the effect from the other. So I think we'll do that. Let's get rid of one of these cards. Doesn't really matter which I do for which. Let's get rid of Topo. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and play Vegeta. Go for Jiren. Get rid of this guy. Again, though, unfortunately, we have no defense. We're cooked. It's GG's. It's GG's. We did a run, but Jiren, my GOAT, you're up there. Let's see what he does, though. But yeah, we have no ability to defend ourselves here. And Jiren counter. We got the cards for the play, which is this guy is supposed to be one of the. When we're talking about this card lacks game finishers. One of those game finishers is supposed to be this Goku plus this Trunks, because he's a double strike. Except, and he gets both of this. So he gets 40k on top of this, so he's at like 75. The issue is that Jiren specifically counters that so long as he has a 30k, which he has had every time. And, wow, we actually, if we had a couple of decent cards, could have lived. But even with these 5, we've got 1 we can put on, and that's the game. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Vegeta, Vegeta, Vegeta. The guy can be good. I don't think this showcase did him as much justice as he maybe deserved. Bad luck, I would say. But it did show off a couple of holes in his deck. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts down below. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. We are aiming for 800 subscribers as our next big goal. And would love for more of you guys to join the Voltage crew. Is there anything you want to change about Vegeta? Anything that you think his team needs? Some specific cards you want? We didn't get to see a mirror match, but we did see a couple of teams where he had a couple of exposed holes. The kind of holes I've seen people outright talk about with him. But what do you think? What are your thoughts? I'd love to know. I'd love to hear. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your nights, days, evenings, mornings, whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I'll catch you guys next time. Voltage out.